Day of April 2026. If you're tuning in and watching this on a highlight reel later on, that's what's going on. And then we're just gonna have some fun. I had some time tonight. A lot of stuff going on with America. Let's just leave it at that. Donald Trump, obviously, in the major news, things are going on. And then, man, we got since the White House correspondent dinner last weekend, just one thing after another. Although I believe that is calming down just a little bit because, of course, they found out that he was a left-wing lunatic who was radicalized by, I don't know, MPS, a lot of other, and just basically every Kamala Harris teaching thing out there. So it's kind of interesting to see how quickly it turns. There we go. So we'll see what happens. Give me your questions. Give me your ideas. Put it in the comments. Let me know. And then we'll put this out there. So you'll be following us two things. We have it on Restream, and we're plugging into YouTube right now on the landscape and the portrait version as well. Got my cocktail right here. I am over 21, so I can drink that and enjoy my evening. But yeah, definitely a lot going on. So we'll wait a couple minutes, get a couple more people in here real fast. Got a couple of good videos out there, I thought. You never know. You never know when some videos are going to hit and some are not. And then, as I said, some videos I'll do, and I'll throw them together. First take, no editing. I just want to say something or whatever. And it gets, 1,000 views. And I'm like, wow, that's amazing. So then I go back and I try something really hard, editing, go through a script, go through everything, multiple takes, and I get 5 or 18 in this case. So, but hey, what's up, Aaron? Good to see you. Thanks for being back. It's good to see your name on here again. I appreciate it. Aaron, remind me where you're from. Just again, state, country, hemisphere, whatever is. But it's good to join you. I don't usually go on Thursday nights, but figured, hey, got some time. So actually, since it's early, it's probably just you and me, buddy. If you want to talk about something in particular, my coaster, there it is. So, but I did a video today. It was one of those subjects that bother me, and I'm not even sure how to answer it, but it was about headquarters. All these people are moving, all these companies, Fortune 500s, millionaires, billionaires. Okay, Indiana, good. Yeah, that's right. And they're all moving, and they're not really moving to Indiana, although Indiana is a great state. My buddy was just there for the Indianapolis 500. They put a brick at the start finish line for his father because they love going there. They've been going there for years. Actually, I did a thing about him. Aaron, if you're into racing, check that video out. It's on one of my videos. But I did a thing with all the people moving around the country, moving out of blue states, going to red states. It was kind of bothering me because I'm like, all right, what happens when multiple large companies, like I'm talking big businesses, Amazons, the Teslas, even Oracle's moving out of California, Yamaha Motor was moving out of California, when they all conglomerate into, say, like Austin, Texas, or they go down to Miami or Florida or just, Atlanta, Georgia, or even Nashville, Tennessee, and they all go there. What is the actual impact that you start seeing on that aspect of it? And I'm talking not only the money rolling in, because again, you're getting more taxes, which everybody sounds great. We got taxes coming in, but we got a lot more problems too, because a lot of people are selling their houses in higher, say, California, moving to a lower area as far as cost of living, and they're buying their houses with cash, and it's driving up the actual market for the homes. And so people that live here who have kids who just want to, buy the house down the street, it's got to pay double or possibly triple than what they paid for their house 5 years ago. So it's a double-edged sword when you got people moving around like that. But again, now you got more people, you got more housing, you got more cars on the road, you got to build bigger houses because now you got all these rich people, all the CEOs, all the billionaires and millionaires moving to your area. You got to figure out how to keep them happy. So influx of the amenities, the restaurants, the yoga studios, the grocery stores, all that stuff. So you take a small little town who's been small for 100 years, 100 plus years, and they're enjoying life, good little town, solid. Everybody knows each other. and then you move the Ford Blue plant in, or some other thing starts growing there, Amazon warehouse, even throw in a Costco or a Walmart, and now the complete structure for the town just completely changes overnight. And I'm just wondering, it's a good thing. It's a good thing or a bad thing, you know. And I went through the whole thing. So watch that video if you guys don't mind. It's only got five views. It's only been out for a couple hours, but take a look, see what you think on that one. I'm just curious what you guys are, if you've experienced that in Indiana. I see Mohammed jumped on here. Good to see you, Mohammed. Man, I tell you, man, it's probably late there. No, it's probably what, 2 o'clock there in Yemen. But anyway, good to see you on here. All right, so let's see. Those states lose population and money. I say, yeah, and that's the other thing too. I mean, which, who really cares? They did it to themselves. But when you do move out of those states, there's a big hole that you leave at that point. But you know, don't worry, they'll fill it. They'll fill it with illegal immigrants or some other thing that comes in there, and they'll figure it out from there. James Comey got arrested this week. I thought it was great. Yes, I actually did a short about James Comey did that, so make sure you watch the shorts there, Aaron. But yeah, he got indicted. You know, the interesting thing about James Comey, though, he absolutely just walked in to the North Carolina courthouse and he walked out. There was no bail. There was no, his passport was not taken. Nothing was done. And he's coming back on his free recognizance. So I'm sure he will. But at the same time, it's like, why are you treating him completely different when he wanted to, do bad things to the man in charge? So interesting times on that one. But hey, good from London. Hey, very cool. Welcome. Good to see you on here. Thanks for jumping on here. What is this? Miss Trunchbull. All right. Hey there, fellas. Want to pop in quick and send out this reminder and let you know that 2008 could absolutely dominate you on every level. No contest for the world championship at Backlash. Wait a second. I say, do we know each other? Like, do you know? Where's Kate? Hold on a minute. You probably saw my book then. Is that right? Did you see my Glenn Jacobs book right here? You're talking about 2008 Kane? Yeah. Yeah, no kidding. I know Glenn Jacobs. Yeah. So how about that? There you go. So anyway, you probably saw that, but yeah, I agree. The guy is huge. It's hilarious because to be honest, I'm 6'4", about 270 pounds. And so I take up some room, and then freaking Glenn Jacobs walks in and he has to duck to get through the doorway. And I feel like a freaking midget. I swear to God. So anyway, Miss Trudge, good to see you on here. Yeah, you made me laugh thinking about that. That's pretty funny, actually. But yes, I agree. All right. So Mohammed 437, I just woke up here for the whole live. Don't worry. All right. Well, good. 437. Man, my time's off then. I thought it was later than that. Yeah, all right. Yeah, very cool. All right. Hey, what's happening in London? Let me check in. What is this? I'm going to call you once, if that's okay. I don't know if it's 1-7 or what, but what's happening from London? Are we seeing a lot of things happening there with illegal migrants or even legal migrants moving to your area, taking over? What is happening there? Check in on that one. And then Aaron, I heard the Canadian government is putting people on a list for playing a game called Hoi 4 with a mod. Oh, I don't know what that is. Oh, interesting. All right. Let me look at that. Yeah, I know. I mean, games are pretty darn realistic now, and you hear every now and then, you hear a lot of people that do bad in the game per se, like their character dies that they've been working on for years. So the kids don't know how to react. They don't stop. I mean, games are freaking crazy on there. Enter the chat, Paul Chabot. Very cool, man. I love you too. That is hilarious. It is fun. It's good to see you on here, Paul. That's cool. Paul is out of Texas, although he grew up in a Southern California town. Him and I went to college, and I met him in 1996. Hey, Paul, we need to catch up more often. That's cool. I need to get you back on here for another interview as well. But anyway, yeah, London getting F'd by the mayor. Yeah, I heard a lot of that going on. And then a bunch of SA and stabbings in the UK. Dang. Yep. Yeah, actually, I did see the stabbings. Yeah, a couple of guys got hit, like 2 people or something like that. Too many stabbings. You can call me Leo. That's my real name. All right, Leo. I'll try and remember that, Leo. We got another Leo who usually jumps on here too, but no problem. So that's cool. Let me just check a text. All right. Sorry. We got this coffee. coffee in the morning. And every Friday morning, I get together with a bunch of other people. We just talk politics. That's the whole idea behind it. And if you don't do that wherever you're at, I swear, find some friends, whether you agree or disagree on politics. It's important to talk about it and just kind of understand what's going on. And that's why I love doing these lives too, because we talk about people, where else would I talk from people from London, Indiana, and Texas, and then Yemen as well. So there's a lot of stuff going on that. Can I tell you something about myself, sir? Of course you can tell. You can always share, Aaron. Just don't. I mean, I trust you. You've been on here before, so no problem. But Paul, what's happening out there too? Let me know. Check in. And how is your guys doing? How your guys doing with the election too, Paul? I haven't followed up on that one. I haven't been able to see that. But baby boomers and Gen X fumbled everything. Well, hey, I'm a Gen X, so no, we're not done with stuff. Let's put it that way. Baby boomers, though, no, I don't know. I think the baby boomers are complete. Narcissistic is a little too strong, but along those lines, where they only think about themselves. It was over the me generation kind of thing for them, always trying to do everything and stand out because there are so many of them. But yeah, my parents are both baby boomers, and I get along with, I see that in them as far as that goes. But yeah, so London going under, man. I'm telling you. I heard, well, Charles, actually, speaking of London, Charles is out here. King Charles, he's actually in America. I think he's still here. I don't know when he's leaving, but not that I care, but I know he's still here. So that's interesting too. And it's funny because Trump throws out the 250 celebration. I mean, it's this whole thing about American pride. And did you guys see what they did in the Rose Garden? They actually had revolutionary dressed up costumes and people walking around and marching around in Revolutionary War costumes. I mean, I'm like, dude, I mean, I kind of felt bad at that. It's funny on the one aspect of it, but then I'm like, well, that's a really snotty thing to do. 250 years later, we're still rubbing in the face that we won a war. 13 colonies, a band of nobodies was able to do that. So that to me is nuts, man. Trump went on a limb for that. I'll tell you that. All right, Aaron. It's hard for me to comprehend how different the world was like 10 years ago. And it's just crazy what people believe, what is politically correct and what's fact. Yeah. Yes. Why do you think that is? Let me ask you that. Why do you think? I agree with you. And I have my own opinion, but I'll wait. I want to know what you think of what it was. Because I think there was definitely a turning point with a lot of this that basically changed. Well, I don't want to give away hints of what I think it is, but you were probably on the same line too. Depending on how old you are, Aaron, too. I'm 48. So I don't know. I mean, if you come off and you're like, I'm 25, that's going to be a big difference too. But I think my generation was probably one of the last ones not to have a cell phone, growing up, and then getting one as I have probably 18 or 19-year-old freshman, sophomore in college when I got my first cell phone. And that was actually just a phone that you could call, and you actually had to remember numbers and all that stuff. I never had the big phones, but I had the hand size, the full hand size one, and went from there. But that was back in 96. So yeah. Still had a pager, still had all of that. Anyway, I'm still laughing too about that Kane joke. That was pretty funny. I just saying, I always hope he's still, or she was still around, but I don't know. What was the other one I did? Oh, the Supreme Court talking about mass deportations and what's going on the temporary protection status. Did you guys watch that at all? What was happening? So if you haven't followed it, Supreme Court of America was literally listening to arguments to end TPS, temporary protected status, for two countries, basically Haiti and Syria. And they were going back and forth about what was going on. And so that was a very big case. They're not going to decide it or come out the results until July. But the fact that you got a couple 100,000 people here that moved here, have settled here, and they could potentially just be like, yeah, you're gone. But it was interesting. Here's the weird thing. So I put this video out, and let's see, what day did I do that? I put a different video out earlier. It's called "It's Happening in Your Neighborhood." It was about these refugee services. I'm at 1,300 views for this thing, which is huge for me. A bunch of Afrikaners from South Africa. hit on this. So I got 39 comments on it. They started pinging it left and right, saying, we love America. We need to come there. We'll do this. We speak English. We love cheeseburgers. We do this whole thing. It was crazy, the fact that they all jumped on that one. So now I'm watching. I'm now invested in the whole thing too, because I'm looking at it. I'm like, all right, that is, the Syrians, the Hades, all that stuff. And it's not that, don't call me a racist or anything, but at the same time, it's like these people don't speak English. They don't, third world countries, they don't understand it. And then you hear some real plights coming out of South Africa with people that are Danish descent and other North European, and they're getting slaughtered and their homes are getting whipped away from them. I mean, read some of the comments. It's crazy, but they're all losing everything because they're being taken over by communists. So those people, I'm kind of like, all right, well, let's let them in, but where do you stop? And that's what the whole argument was. The whole conversation was back and forth. So take a look at that. What's called It's Happening in Your Neighborhood. It was done on 23rd, and interesting stuff on there. So let's go back to the comments here real quick. Do you think life in general got better or worse during the last 10 to 15 years? Okay. It's hard. Okay. Political fact. Okay. It's hard for me to comprehend how different the world was. Yeah. I'm 17 and everything just changed after 2012 and the world went crazy with woke ideology. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you're 17. So thanks. That's good. Hey, Aaron, that's awesome. The fact that you're engaging in a conversation at 17, man. Congratulations on that. I mean that 100%. All right. I'll tell you what, though. The problem is at 17, you probably don't remember not having a cell phone. Like you've had one the entire time. See, when you have, it's amazing what you can do with this little thing, and you can get everything in the palm of your hand, every document, every notice, everything. And you can't basically you can't live without this right now. I mean, I tried. It's one of those things you could say, hey, I don't need it. I don't want it. But there are so many, every app is going here. Everything that you look at is now going. Because we used to have pay phones that you could walk up to. You could walk into businesses and say, hey, can I use your phone? And they'd be like, sure, here you go. And you'd be like, oh, it's a local call. Don't worry. But now if it's not acceptable to do that, because like, where's your cell phone? Why don't you just use your own phone? Why are you bothering me with your thing? And they don't get that. Like that, there's a difference now because you should have a cell phone. So it's just a different ideology overall. But I think that's ruined it. That's ruined the way people talk. And we've gotten to that point where we're not able to have dialogue anymore, right? Right or left, back and forth. We can't conversate. We can't, you're a racist, you're this, like I'm not going to use bad words because I don't want to get thrown off this thing, but back and forth, you just can't talk like a normal conversation. Like I feel like we used to have. And that's what the key was, I think, overall. So I feel for you, buddy, man. I would love to be 17 again, trust me. But at the same time, I would love to go back to the 90s and be 17 because it was just a different time. It certainly was. And when they say that, and I think every generation says that about the generation before or after them, that they don't understand it. We were better and all that stuff. But seriously, we could have things. We could change a tire. We could, fix cars. And you can't fix cars now anymore because the damn computers go off. You got cameras, the sensors and everything goes crazy. And so it's very difficult without another computer to fix your computer in your car. But we didn't have that problem back in the 90s. So fill in and let me know in the comments if I'm on the right track. You think so too? Hey, not a bot. Welcome to the chat. Good to see you again. But you probably would have withdrawals. Well, no. Okay. Yeah. You wrote that a while ago, but yeah, thanks for understanding. I totally get it. Yeah. No, that's cool. Hey, Aaron, ask any questions you got. But yeah, I think that was the difference overall. That was the thing. But yeah, going not a bot though. I mean, even banking, like you walk into a bank nowadays and they're like, oh, I'm sorry. We didn't know the doors were open. Holy crap. What are you doing in the bank? Why don't you just use our online app? Why don't you just go use the ATM? Why don't you just, do it all online? Oh, no, I'm here to do my banking because I want to talk to a banker, weird stuff. Like I have a deposit. So, and just go through the whole thing. I mean, how often do you use your damn flashlight on this? I mean, how many pictures did you take before you had a cell phone of yourself when you actually had to go develop your film at an actual store and pay $8 to $10 for a roll of, I don't know, 25. I don't even remember how many pictures were on a roll, but you had to do it. Now you don't have to do that stuff. I mean, I got my calendars on here, my emails on here, my Find My's on here. I got different apps, my maps. I mean, can't do it anymore. You know, I used to use a Thomas guide for maps. Yeah, who uses a Thomas guide anymore? You don't do that anymore. So, and plus all the redeem rewards, every stupid store you got, every store you go into, you're like, oh, do you have a rewards card with us? Like, do you have an app for that? Let me scan your phone so you can give you a discount. So not a bot. I'll argue you can't do it. You can't do it overall. Disposable cameras, he says. Yeah, they still make disposable cameras. I mean, they have to make them. But yeah, I remember those things were great. You used to go to weddings and the little disposable cameras, little cheap ones, you couldn't zoom or anything. What was it? You go to weddings and you see one each on each table, and the idea was take pictures, and then the bride and groom would put it in. So yeah, that was a long time ago. But thanks for asking. I want to really know when we will acquire Atlas is a world of the past. Yeah, it is. It is. But you remember the Thomas guide, though, the big maps and everything else? Like, I know we used to go to AAA to get maps. Remember that? Like, you can get maps of the town, of the cities, and then the states and the country. Who the heck gives out maps anymore? Like, anyway, so fun stuff. Greenland, yeah. We haven't heard much from Greenland. I think we're working pretty good with them right now. It's funny. It is funny. Greenland was a funny one too, because people went crazy with that. We're like, oh, Trump says, oh, we're going to invade Greenland. And everybody's like, oh my God, Trump's a dictator. He just wants to take over the world. And we'll go back to the whole thing. But it was like, dude, he just put it out there and people went crazy with it. And oh, by the way, now everything's great with Greenland. They're doing it all for free and they're helping America. So that was a fun overstatement. By the way, we're over 20 minutes, guys. If you're just here for the first time, please like and subscribe. Make sure you hit the like button, though. Make sure you do that. Let me just check how many I have. I mean, that helps the channel out a lot just by hitting the stupid like button. So do that. And then, yeah, we got 8 likes. So that's cool. That's cool. I appreciate that. So very good. Yeah, but hey, is it Zach Hook? I don't know. I'm going to call you Zach. Hopefully that's okay. But yes, welcome. Good to see you. If you got a subject or something you want to talk about, let me know. No problem at all. But yeah, there's so many things now that you get in the palm of your hand that completely changed, and it changed everything. So, and how often do you see, I see this too all the time. I got a lot of school kids. You go drive by a school, right? And they can't have their cell phones in the school. So what do? The moment that they get out of school, they all start walking down the sidewalk, and every damn one of them has their head down, looking at their phone, and they're walking and, not talking to each other, not conversating, not interacting at all. They are simply just on their phone doing whatever they're doing. So, yeah, how much you want to bet if we acquire Greenland? Canada will be a lot more friendly with us being close to Yeah, I tell you, Canada, if we still allow them to be a country, they need to shape up a lot. Because, I mean, I don't know what they're thinking about cozying up to China and doing a few other things. I mean, Canada has the best defense in the entire history of the world. Okay. Canada's defense is absolutely amazing. It's called the United States. Okay. Because obviously the United States, they don't pay for our military, but if someone were to invade Canada, we'd help them out. And they know that. And so at the same time, they can run their mouth and do all these stupid things because they know we're going to come to their rescue. But at the same time, we're looking at them going, no. Just settle down, little boy. You can't talk like that. And so that's the interesting thing. But I agree on that one. So, Government shutdown just ended. What do you think of that, man? Mohammed, man, you are really into the America's business. I mean, I like it, but I'm kind of weirded out too at the same time, if I'm being honest. So I actually did a video of that too, Mohammed. Thank you. Man, I'm telling you right now, dude, guys, do me a favor. Swear to God, do me a big favor. Go and just go to a playlist and just play my videos. You don't have to watch them. Just put them on, turn the sound down to 1 so you barely can hear it, and just let them play. I need the watch time, okay? I've been saying this. Mohammed, you've been here for a while. Aaron, you've been here for a little bit while. Not a bot's been here for months too. I appreciate that. But do me a favor, guys. I'm at 2,200 watch hours. I need 3,000 to actually hit the next threshold. And just do that for me, okay? But I did cover Comey earlier on a video. I did cover the government shutdown today as well, talking about it. What do I think about it? I think it was a long time coming. I don't know why. Well, I should say I know why it took so long. But we're at that point with a 24-hour news cycle, and everybody forgot about it. Like, no one cares anymore. No one cares. I mean, people are getting to their flights on time. They're getting through. ICE is taking care of everything. I mean, it sucks for if you're an actual TSA employee because you're still not getting paid. But maybe they fixed their workaround. We don't know. But it was a long time coming. And, I mean, you're not funding FEMA. Okay. If there was a natural disaster, a flood, or we've already had a couple tornadoes come through Oklahoma and a few other states as well. Like, if we really needed stuff and we didn't have the funding to help our fellow man in America, I mean, dude, that'd be the end for a lot of stuff. And then the Coast Guard wasn't funded. So it was crazy. The fact that they would allow that to materialize for 74, 75 days on the whole thing. So that was a big deal. So I'm happy it's over. I think, I don't know why they wait to the last minute. We'll see how long. I don't know how long they funded it for, to be honest. I got to look at that, like how many years, if it's a 2-year or 5-year term, probably less. Probably at least, I would say, actually, I take that back. I think they said it was up until when President Trump ends his term as president. That's how long it's going to last. So if that's the case, good luck to the next guy. Let's just hope he's Republican, but at the same time, we don't know. So good question, Mohammed. It's funny that you're watching so much. So. All right. Apparently Germany wants to have a large army by 2039. Really? I didn't know that. Let me write that down too. Germany, large army. I mean, I'm wondering if they're allowed to do that, basically, because we've seen that movie before. We've seen it twice already, and it was a problem then, and who knows right there. Hey, Butcher B, good to see you. Thank God I fly out to St. Croix in June. Yeah. Hey, Butcher, good to see you back on here. I appreciate that, buddy. It's good to see you. So remember, I'm an AI sent by Iran and trying to distract the masses. Yes. I remember we had that conversation about Muhammad being AI. That is funny. Yeah. Oh, I hope Leo's on here, not the other Leo, but Jamaican Leo, because he was sending me some messages about being watched because we were on Sunday. By the way, if you're here for the first time, I always do a Sunday night thing. I've moved it to 7:00 now. So 7:00 on Sundays is when I always go live. And we had a roaring conversation last Sunday. It was a long time, actually. I just let it run because it was having such a good time. And Leo was texting me afterwards, and he's like, dude, I'm being watched by stuff. And I'm like, okay. And sadly, I believe him too. I do believe him at that point. But yeah, Aaron, though, if the USA invades Canada, the land we take should just be Western Canada and all the Arctic islands. The rest of Canada becomes our client state. Yeah, well, the interesting thing, we were having a discussion about Alberta. Now, raise your hand if you know about Alberta, Aaron, and everybody else, but Alberta is trying to separate from Canada. Now, there's obviously some huge hurdles. We went through the whole thing with that. Could they do it? But they're trying. They've got, I think, enough signatures in order to be on the ballot to see if they want to leave. So that would be odd if one of the provinces of Canada decided to become either individuals or if it were to become part of America. Now, again, long shot, but could it happen? Yeah, it could happen. So that would be the interesting thing. So if we do anything, the United States would probably just invade Alberta, or at least it would be one of those things where we like if they separated from Canada, we just completely open everything to them. And we do that in a way to make them grow and successful. And then somewhere down the line, they become, like Hawaii did, probably like a lot. Well, we bought Alaska, but Hawaii came over, a lot like Puerto Rico and, some of the other islands down in the Caribbean that we have that were the Virgin Islands, they're territories of ours, but they're not states. So That would be an interesting thing to pull on that one, but not about though. What does a large army mean today in 2039? I don't think it is human troops. Oh, hey, yeah, actually, and that's a great question. What is a large army though? So yeah, what is a large army? But yeah, I agree. The way things are going now, man, you know, God, by 2039, think of the technology we're gonna do. You guys ever watch Guardians of the Galaxy? I think it was the second one when they fight like the gold people, where they're all gold, and they're all flying the spaceships. But really, it's literally a game that they're in. They're all sitting in one big warehouse thing, and they're flying these things and computer generated, but the actual planes are actually out there. I could see that being an actuality thing and we're doing now with drones with guys and girls sitting in Indiana like Aaron, and other areas, probably Colorado, but flying drones overseas in Iran and probably in a bunch of other places. There's a lot of good movies out there that they're flying these things, but they're sitting comfortably on a chair somewhere having a good time. And yeah, I think Notabot's on a lot there. That's actually a good one to think about that, because you'll always have soldiers going in, but at a certain time, that's it. I mean, yeah. Apparently, the people in Alberta say that if they can't gain independence, they'll choose the 51st state option to get rid of the. Yeah. But then it turns around, does the United States want them though? And I would say yes. They have, I think, what is it? The third largest natural gas reserves or something like that for a province or something. I mean, they have a huge natural resources up in Alberta, Canada, that of course we would want, but at the same time, we would just buy it or move in there or acquire it. Kind of like what we did in Venezuela with the oil wells, where we went down to Venezuela, built all of those things, finished them all, and then Maduro was like, no, you're not going to do it. So that could be an interesting one on that point. But yeah, I mean, we want it, sure, but there's two sides to everything. Would the Democrats allow it? Would the Republicans allow it? I mean, there's so many things. Yeah, it would be fun to play that what if game, further than this anyway. So yeah, there's a common myth that Germany isn't allowed to have an army due to sanctions, but that's completely false. Okay, yeah, in 2025, military budget went from 82 billion to 208 billion. See, that's crazy to me. I'm telling you, we watched that movie twice already, so I don't know. Mohammed, what are they investing in though? I mean, they're not, kind of what Notabot said and what we just discussed. They're probably not putting it into manpower. I mean, where are they? Is it tanks again? I mean, they're going to build their German Panzers again. Ooh, that'd be interesting. But yeah, Aaron, Maduro certainly did get yoinked. Yes, that was amazing. And when is his trial? I don't even know. Like his trial should be coming up here. He's sitting in a jail cell in New York. I'm curious to see how that all plays out, because what's his defense at that point? Like, what are you talking about? Dude, you did this. This is the bad stuff. Now, argue jurisdiction all you want to, but what's the end result on that one? So yeah, I think I mean, the fact that Trump brought everybody down there, I forgot, was it Delta Force though? I don't think it was the SEALs that went down there, but I mean, whoever did it. Oh, speaking of that too, remember the Master Sergeant Gannon Ken Van Dyke? Gunner, no, he's Masters. I want to say he's Master Sergeant. I can't remember, but the guy that bet on Polymarket, or no, was it Polymarket or Kelso or something like that he would win. He bet like $30,000 and he won $400,000. He got in trouble. Yeah, I did a short video about him too, about, kind of like I said, don't hate the player, hate the game, kind of thing. Because it's one of those things like, dude, I don't know. It's not sports. Like, I get Pete Rose betting on sports and doing all that, but you're controlling that. Like, he wasn't going to flub this mission and do a bad thing in order to win a bet. I hope he wouldn't. I mean, and he didn't. It went off flawlessly. So I don't know. I just think there needs to be better rules in place so they know they can't do that stuff. But yeah. That's my thing. Isn't there an anti-communist clause in the Constitution to remove or prevent communities from being, or communists from being in office? I would say clearly not, Aaron, because Mamdani's up there in New York City, and you got the mayor of Seattle as well. So, no, in the Constitution, though. I mean, unless it was not the original Constitution, because they didn't, communist wasn't a thing. But no, so overall, I would say no, just because I mean we're seeing that, and that's the harsh reality is so many younger generation. The fact that you're 17 asking that question, but I'm like, there's so many younger people in your age category that are accepting to communism, and that's what they're doing. I mean, was it Reagan that said we're one generation away from being communists or losing our country? One generation from losing our country. Yeah, crazy aspect of it, the whole thing on that one. But yeah, that is rough. So I don't think there's actually, I don't think there's anything. Constitution. Check me if I'm wrong. Not a bot. Maybe there is on something on there, but yeah, not that I'm aware of overall. But because we're seeing so much increase on that. Man, I messed up I put too much Coke in there. So it's, oh well. Can barely taste my liquor. That's okay. Anyway, by the way, Mohammed, if you're still with me, I'll say I hate it when most of my generation are words. Yeah. Arab Heritage Month, I heard, is kicking off now. So I don't know what to do about that. But we have Arab Heritage Month. So, Mohammed, my question to you is, do you have like Western Culture Month over there in Yemen? I'm just curious. I'm going to make that up. Western Culture Month. That'd be fun. Western Culture. Like, when is that? Here in Tennessee, where I know Tennessee, the governor, Bill Lee, came out and made July, which is traditionally like gay and lesbian or LGBT month or something like that. He made that Nuclear Family Month of all things. So that was pretty interesting. A little slap in the face. It's not, he's not disallowing the LGBT month or whatever, but he's putting it Nuclear Family Month, which I think is hilarious on that aspect of it. So, all right. So, Mohammed, ground-based systems. Okay, this is for Germany. Going back to Germany. Yep. Large-scale air defenses. Okay, I can see that. Shells, F-35s. Yep. Heavy AI emphasis in development of long-range artillery. Also aiming for 200,000 ready reserves. How big is Germany? Like, how many people are actually? What's the population? Let me look up. Like, what's the actual population? Could you say 200,000? What is that? What? Population of Germany. So let's see. Germany's 83 million. Okay, so again, 83 million. But you're saying reserves of Mohammed. So what's their active force? 200,000 reserves. I mean, what's 200,000 of 83 million really? So that's, yeah, interesting how that plays out. So 83 million though. That's the size of Iran though. Yeah. Okay. Mohammed, 90 million. Yeah. I'm looking up right now. I mean, I don't know when this is. This as of 2024, 83.58 million. So there you go. You're a smart dude, man. I'm telling you, Mohammed. But yeah, so that's the size of Iran. Iran's like 80 million too. So that's interesting. And I wonder what the standing army for Iran is and their reserves are as well. Hit me up on that one. But I also hate older generations say that I'm lazy, but I'm willing to work. I'm not. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you, buddy. That's a hard stigma to get over. But I think, and honestly, that goes back to my other comment that I made. Every generation thinks that the next generation, the generation out of that is worse off than they are. And so you're just feeling that effects because you don't have a generation below you in order to make fun of them and that kind of thing. So that's kind of where I'm at with that one. So just roll with it. Enjoy it while you're young. Active duty 360. Okay. Mohammed, was it 360? Is that Iran or Germany? Because I kind of threw it in there. I know there's obviously a delay. Happy birthday, Steel Derek. Hey, welcome to the chat. 66. All right. Very cool, buddy. Very cool. Happy birthday. Cheers to you. Very good. So so it's funny. We got a 17-year-old in Aaron, and then Steel Derek is 66. So that is cool. Just a reminder, I'm a German resident. No, I didn't know that. Well, maybe I did. Maybe that was from earlier days. I did not know that, or I forgot. So that's cool. Huh. But are you living in Yemen though? I mean, you just got married and all that stuff. So, I'm following you all around. I'm telling you. Look at something. Well, I heard Gen Alpha kids can't read. They're cooked. Is that what they're calling them now? Gen Alpha? Like, why is that? Is that it? Like, what age is that? Gen Alpha. That was Germany. Okay, so Germany's 360. So they're looking at basically over 500,000 troops. 500,000 something out of 83 million. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's a little different. The soldiers in the U.S. There we go. So the U.S. military has approximately 2.6 million personnel, including active duty, reserve, and civilian employees. We got two. So out of 330 million people, we got 2 million for it. So it's probably, I don't know, my quick math, it probably balances about right. But yeah, interesting. That's funny. But Gen Alpha, though, I haven't heard that yet. Is it the me generation or what? Aaron, what generation are you called? Are you the me generation? I heard that one. I'm not sure. Or it was supposed to be the love generation or some crap they were trying to say. I don't know. But new Fed chair, 2 weeks, interest rates dropping 1 point next 3 months. Yeah. Do you think he could approve? Did he, or he did get approved, right? He went through the Fed process, got approved by Senate. He's getting drilled by a few people, but whatever. Smart guy. I watched a little bit of that. He seemed like he knew what he was talking about. So that's cool. But what, Powell won't let it go? I mean, is it like, or the Fed, no, is it Bernanke? No, who's the new Fed chair, the current Fed chair? But yeah, he said that he won't let it go. He still wants to be on the board. And typically what happens with people switch over, they just leave. They're just gone and they move on with their lives, but not this current guy. He decides he still wants to be on the board in order to control it. So that's interesting. But you're Gen Z, Aaron. Okay. At 17, you're Gen Z. I thought I was Gen Z. Hold on a minute. I don't think that's right. What? I can't type. What is the generation if you are 17? You are, okay. You were likely born in 2008, which places you Generation Z. Huh. The hell am I then? What am I? If you are 48. Oh, I'm Gen X. Shit, that's right. I'm X. I screwed up my letter. Sorry. You're right. I'm Generation X. That's true. Which is 65 to 80. Okay. Oh crap. What is that? 40. My wife's 46 and she's 80. No. Anyway. All right. Sorry. I'm getting totally lost. I think the alcohol is starting to kick in. So we're having fun. By the way, we're hitting 45 minutes. You guys are here for the first time. Please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Make sure you do hit the like button on there. Get a few more people in here and make sure we get going on there. All right, so let's look at that. 24% of German population, 20 million are 65 or older. Yeah, that could be a problem. I personally believe Mexico owes us land for allowing the illegals to flow besides the Democrats just opening the border. Yeah, I don't know how that would work in an argument, but yeah, I love to say that. Sure. Me and Aaron are Gen Z. Okay. 97 to 2010, huh? Interesting. Yeah. First religious concert tomorrow night, Brandon Lake in Charleston. I never heard of him. Brandon Lake. Huh? Well, that's cool. So you're in South Carolina? Brandon Lake. Well, I'll one up you there still, Derek. Oh, Brandon Lake. Oh, okay. The guy actually looks like Jesus. I'll tell you that right now with his mustache and all that stuff. Brandon Lake. Michael Brandon knows Brandon Lake, American contemporary Christian singer. That's cool. Well, I'll tell you what. Here's my good news, though. Here, Steel Derek, you're going to see Brandon Lake. I'm seeing Luke Combs on Saturday. I'm seeing Luke Combs, and opening for him is Dierks Bentley, and I forgot the other guy. There's Tyler something or whatever. But yeah, I'm seeing Luke Combs playing at Neyland Stadium, population about 110,000 now, and they packed that place for those concerts. Morgan Wallen played there last year, and he actually Morgan Wallen he did 2 nights. He set up for 2 nights. It sold out so quickly. They added a third night, and third night sold out too. It was crazy. So I'm going to assume that Luke Combs is sold out as well. But that's Saturday night. So wish me luck on that I make it home okay, because that's gonna be a fun concert. I'm just telling you that. All right, going back to the month celebration of whatever. I only seen that happening in America. My opinion, absolute baloney. Yeah, what the heck do you mean? This culture celebration, not for a day, no, a whole month. Yeah, yeah. Every month we got Asian Culture Day. February is Black History Month. Every month is a certain culture somewhere along the line. Hispanic month, I forget which one's that, but I want to say that's March. Every month we celebrate, so we're looking for damn parties every freaking time. It is annoying. It's exhausting too, as well. Every time you turn around, it's something new. I'm Charlie Kirk. I looked up to him a lot as a person I could admire for his faith. Hey, what's up, lunatic? Good to see you. Yeah, Charlie Kirk. I mean, you can see. Well, maybe you can't see. He's up there in the corner up there. So yeah, that's my Charlie Kirk wood shaving cut thing. So yep, I agree. Charlie Kirk. I still can't watch Turning Point now because of the emotions of losing Charlie. And so I want, I try and support Turning Point USA, but at the same time, I get so many just memories of it that it's so hard. So, but anyway, yeah, Charlie, he was our generation. He was our Martin Luther King generation that, where were you when it happened kind of thing. So, but yeah, good to see you. Good to see Lunatic. Good to see you. It should be only one celebration month, American month. Yeah. Yeah. We don't even have like an American month. We should too. I mean, other than July 4th and a few days, Memorial Day, Labor Day, but those aren't, July 4th is American holiday, but the rest of it is celebrating other stuff. So I agree. Lunatic, what's new with you though? What's happening? You came on about 45 minutes into this, so we've been actually having a good conversation. We got people here from London. We got Mohammed in Yemen, who's German. We got Indiana, and now you're from Wisconsin. You're somewhere up there north. I've seen Asian Day in Germany, for example. Okay, who celebrates that? Asians in Germany. Not forcing the whole nation to celebrate it for them. That's the main difference when it comes to that. Yeah. I think the interesting thing is we just allow it, and that's kind of the annoying thing. Like, we allow that stuff. Most countries wouldn't do it. I mean, does Yemen have days? Like, you wouldn't have a gay and lesbian week or month or anything else. You wouldn't have any of that crap, and we do, because no one wants to say anything about it. So Wisconsin. Okay. That's what I thought. Wisconsin. That's what I said, right? Wisconsin. That's right. Yep. In 1 hour, 24 hours awake, work 17 hours, dude. All right. Well, go to bed, man. What are you doing? Listen to me. Forget that. Get off. But anyway, it's good to see you on here. It's very cool. We're actually, you want to chime in. We're talking about different months. It's now Arab Heritage Month right now. And we're talking about how America allows that to happen. So Wisconsin, though, the land of cheese and milk, I'm sure you guys got a bunch of stuff up there that's stupid as crap, but 17 hours straight, homie. So working? Yeah. What do you do for work? I don't even know. I forget what you did. I know you were in the military, but yeah. I have plans to visit Europe to see what it's like, but no. Yeah, I would hope anyway. I would hope that if you stayed in the tourist areas, you'll be fine, to visit. But yeah, I agree. And the only place that I want to go, like my bucket list, is Egypt. I want to see the pyramids. I want to see the Sphinx. I want to see the pyramids. But obviously, you need a bodyguard everywhere you go. There's a whole bunch of bad stuff going on there. That's so I've heard. And, yeah, but I still got to go. I won't get off the beaten path. I mean, I'm not going to go hang out at a bar and get drunk and stumble my way home. You just know better overall. Mobile Diesel Jack. That's right. Yep. That's right. I think I did remember you working, doing that. That's a big job. That's funny. Okay. Today's National Honest Day. Is that what today is? Today's National Honest Day. Yeah, you're just everybody just making stuff. A National Donut Day, National plant a tree day, and all that stuff. Brother, you many people don't have electricity or food. Imagine going up to someone talking about celebrating crap. That, dude, if that isn't the most stated thing in the world for all of these freaking left-wing liberals who are complaining that the latte milk isn't right in their cappuccino, that's the freaking thing right there. Like, we don't get it. I'm telling you, Muhammad, we don't get it. And I say we, a lot of people, if we lose electricity for a half hour and they can't check their emails or go online and check their hashtags on TikTok, the world ends. The world ends. So that is God, that's funny. I mean, it's funny but sad at the same time. But you get my point. Yeah, I heard it for a tourist. Exactly. Keep logistics running, whether Elon needs generation of energy from diesel to support green energy. Right. You see those trucks, they run out of electricity and everything else. So they call a diesel generator to come charge their batteries. They're like, yeah, that's really, really great. Exactly. Oh, then I see Elon Omar say there was 11 world wars. I did. That was hilarious. I mean, that lady, if we don't deport her for being the most stupidest person in the world. I mean, you look at it, that hasn't happened since World War 11. And you're like, oh my God. Like, the speech writer or whoever's in the back watching her handler, whoever it is just like, oh shit. I'm fired. I quit. How do you come back from that? I don't know. I don't know how you come back from that. I mean, it's like what was that? Steve Carell and Will Ferrell, Anchorman. Remember when they gives him whatever thing and he'll say whatever the guy says on the teleprompter says. It's like World War 11. Yeah, now that's a good comment. That's funny, Aaron. That is funny. I forgot about that. Yeah. Europe with all its downgrade is still so safe. Egypt is crap. Pyramids, you can see those on Google Images, by the way. That's funny. Actually, Mohammed, if you look it up, Memphis, Tennessee has the 6th largest pyramid in the world. Okay. Memphis, Tennessee. It's a Bass Pro Shop. I don't even know if you know what Bass Pro Shop is, but right now that's what it's a bunch of office buildings too. But it's literally the 6th largest pyramid in the entire world. Right on the Mississippi River. You go right over the bridge. It's beautiful. I've been in it. It's cool. The Memphis Grizzlies used to play there. Used to play professional basketball there. But now it's a Bass Pro Shops, sporting goods store. So, yeah, a little different though. But I'm just saying. And I've been down to the Yucatan Peninsula too, for Mexico, and seen the pyramids down there. Different type of pyramids, but at the same time pyramids. And yeah, it just cool stuff. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. Istanbul, where the East meets the West for the unique food experience for me. Oh, that's interesting. Istanbul, huh? I never thought, Istanbul, right? That's the one country or one city in the world that's actually on 2 different continents. Am I right on that one? Help me out there. I think it is. I mean, it's on not only 2 different countries, but it's on 2 different continents, is Istanbul. I think, if I'm being right. It has 2 names too. What's the other name? Constantinople? I don't know. I'm making stuff up now. I don't care. The debate in California had this candidate who was a retired cop. Guy was great. Wait. Steel Derek. I think it was governor. Yeah, you're talking about Chad Bianco. Are you talking about him? Because I don't think he's not retired. He's still a sheriff. Actually, Riverside County is where I actually lived when I lived in California. I left in 2020, but I moved to Riverside County probably in like 2007, something like that. But I met Chad Bianco. I didn't know him, but I met him. I actually voted for the guy that he beat because I liked him better. But yeah, Chad Bianco was a great guy. Took over when I talked to a lot of the officers I knew back then. Bianco was a very, very well-liked guy by the law enforcement, by his deputies. They really liked him. And then when he won the election, everybody's like, okay, cool. He's a good guy. And then, yeah, he's running for that. So vote for him for sure. He's going to because he's done. He's a no BS kind of guy. I mean, he's a sheriff. He just walks in there and tells you, like, no, we're not doing that. And so his platform is really good. I think he's falling in the polls overall. That's why I was watching it. I was at the gym today, but I mean, he still could do very well. But yeah, I did see that one though. But yeah, he was a sheriff from Riverside County. So English mother, did you speak it? That's good. English. Yep. Oh yeah, I missed the Bass Pro. Okay, so you've been to Bass Pro. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you knew what it was. Yeah, 2023. Okay. Constantinople. Yep. All right. Can he win? Can he win? Yes. Yes. I think he can. I think he's getting the ground. I think that debate was really good for him. Not for the Democrats. Katie Porter, God, she's such a horrible person. Just bad person, let alone her everything she got going for. So I think that you're going to see a lot of stuff coming in. I hope. I mean, don't forget, in California, they go to jungle primary. So whoever the top two, regardless of Democrat or independent or Republican, moves on to the general. So if he can get into there as the number 2 or the number 1, that would be a big thing. If we get 2 Republicans going too, that'd be huge as well. Becerra was supposed to be going, he was supposed to be surging or something like that, but who knows? It's really hard. You're looking at polls. Who really, really knows what the actual polls mean, kind of thing. So, yeah, I don't know. He would be a good guy. And if he doesn't win governor, I just hope he doesn't go away. And I don't think he will. He's not old. I mean, how old is he? I don't even know how old Bianco is. Let me look. So how old is Chad Bianco? I mean, born in 67. So yeah, so he's not that old. So 48, 58, 59. So he's 59 about that October. So 58. All right. Yeah, Bianco first ran for sheriff in 2014, was unsuccessful. Bianco was first elected Riverside County Sheriff in 2018 and reelected in 2022 with about 60% of the votes. Yep. Yeah, 2018 is when I met him. So, born in Utah. Interesting. 2 younger brothers. Anyway, good guy. Good guy. I have a detailed drawing laying out what will happen to Canada when we eventually take it Western Canada. Say should rename the Hudson Bay to Washington Bay. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. The Washington Bay. That's good. That's really funny. That is good. I've been to Tennessee, Detroit, Florida, New York. Okay, so it's Tennessee, Detroit. Well, Detroit, Florida, New York, Texas, and Nevada. Each one is a completely different experience. Oh, 100% it is. Oh, yeah. Where'd you go in Tennessee? Because I live in East Tennessee, so I'm just curious where you went. But Detroit, yeah, that's interesting. And then, I mean, well, hell, you want to talk about a different experience. Florida is a completely different experience. You go down to the Keys versus go to the Panhandle. And then you got Magic World, or Disney World in the middle of Orlando. Completely different. My father actually lives on the Georgia-Florida line right there in an island right off the coast. So that's completely different. But I really want to visit Kentucky and Tennessee. Yeah, well, you should. You're in Indiana. It's only a day's drive. But yeah, definitely for sure. Florida can be a completely different place. New York, yeah, it's about the same. Nevada, there's nothing more to Nevada than basically Vegas. I mean, I spent some time up there in Reno as well when in college, but it's nothing. So but it's interesting though. But yeah, New York, yeah. And Texas, I mean, people don't realize how big Texas is. I mean, the actual southern base of Texas, the route, the mileage that goes along the Mexican border of Texas is actually longer than the border from Texas to Canada. So the southern border down here is the same, is more than the distance north and south. And that's how long and how big Texas is. It's completely weird. I do a lot of driving, and so I'll drive back and forth across the country a lot of times. And it's amazing when you get to the eastern states. Yeah, you can do a whole state in a couple hours and go through it. But then you start hitting, New Mexico and Arizona, and you spend 2 or 3 days in Texas alone to do it. So it's interesting. Grew up in the Twin Cities, Minnesota, then Detroit, then Chicago. Tennessee, hands down, better than all of them. Yeah. Yeah, that's some rough places there. You're in Detroit and Chicago for sure. Yeah, my daughter went to Navy school outside of Great Lakes, right up in Detroit and all that stuff. So we went through there, not Detroit, sorry, Chicago, and we went to a Cubs game. Did that? I've been to a Cubs game. I've been to a White Sox game. I've never been to a Bulls game. Not that I really cared either, but yeah, I've been back and forth on those. So, by the way, we're hitting an hour, guys. If you are here for the first time, please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Let's see how many things we got thumbs up on there. But yeah, I think, oh, how funny. Oh, interesting. I'm actually on landscape and I'm on the portrait as well. So I got different things coming in from each one. How funny. So, all right. Well, very good, guys. Hey, we're hitting an hour. It's now hitting the 10:30 mark, which is a little bit past my bedtime. I was up late last night, but so if anything else, put it this way: send me some messages. Let me know. Do me a big favor though. Watch some of my videos. Just put them on play. Mohammed, well, you're waking up now. Shit, you're waking up. Lunatic, if you're still around, just put before you go to bed after your 17-hour shift. Put my videos, put on a playlist and let them play just all night and do that. So, and Aaron, let's make sure we catch up and come back together. Send me some messages as well if you got any questions. I'd love to help you out being 17. That's awesome that you're taking the thing. I'm going to read this comment from Mohammed, though. I was only in Tennessee for 5 days. 4 was with the work crew, and we only did 1 day in Memphis. Okay, Memphis, yeah. Memphis is completely different. We visit some places, got some food, and hang out till our flight time. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, the weird thing about Memphis from where I live is Memphis is 6 hours away from where I live. But I can drive an hour north and go to Kentucky. I can drive for about an hour and 10 and be in Atlanta and Alabama, hour 30 and I'm in Mississippi. And then also I can go to North Carolina in about 45 minutes. I can be in Virginia in about 50 minutes. So it's just really crazy how it all plays out. Yeah, I found you in the landscape the other day and could not see the vertical chat. I wish it could. Yeah. I'm trying something new on Restream. It's interesting to try and do both of them. So I can see it all through Restream. So that makes sense that you can't see it. I don't know. I'm always experimenting, trying to figure out the way to do it. But yeah, because now I'm watching on the other one. But anyway, guys, hey, let's call it an hour. I appreciate it, man. Good conversation tonight. It's good talking to y'all. It's fun. It's fun when we actually hash some stuff out and have a good time. So anyway. Cheers to you guys. Steel Derek, happy birthday if you're still here. Lunatic, get some sleep. Mohammed, have a good day at work. Butcher, man, I'm sure, but we'll talk later on. And Aaron, you take care of yourself, all right? Yeah, Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. Very cool. All right, guys, I'm out. Take care. I'll see you next time. Don't forget Sunday.